Hey there, Aquarius! Welcome back to my channel. If you enjoy my readings, please be sure to like and subscribe and leave me a comment and let me know if this reading resonates with you. Alright, so this week I've got a special treat for you. We've got the Supernatural Tarot deck. I just got this from my hubby and it was a surprise. So I'm super excited, and this was a limited edition card deck that just come out, and I'm super excited. It's pretty good. I really like it. We're going to use the apple pie spread. So the apple pie spread is all about, so Sam and Dean kind of got into it a little bit about Sam always wanting that perfect apple pie life, cookie cutter type, mom, dad, kids, white picket fence. And Dean's like, that's just not for us. We're not supposed to, settle down. We've got to save the world. Who's going to save the world if we don't, right? Alright, so, whatever it is that you feel is your, lifestyle that you want to accomplish, this is going to help you achieve it, okay? This tarot spread. So, whether you feel like the apple pie life is hogwash, or that it's just the only thing that you want in the world, we're going to pull some cards and see what to do. Alright, so I'm going to show you it. So this is what it looks like, apple pie tarot spread. Sorry, I have a filter on. Makeup filter. But it's pretty cool. I really love this. So it's the number one card that we're pulling is representing your present situation and the overall theme of your current chapter of your life. It's a starting point for your journey to the goal shown by the apple pie card, which is the next card that we pull. Alright, so I'm going to shuffle one more time and then we're going to pull some cards. Alright. So, Aquarius, what have you been doing? I've been waiting for my Aquariuses to call me, and they haven't. Okay, so central and present issue. We've got the Empress. Doesn't she look familiar? Let's see who she is. Okay, she's reversed though. Alright, so whatever it is, let's take a look. So this is your current situation. This is partially what's holding you back, okay? The Empress. Look what the Fool card is. It's too funny. Okay. The Empress. Reversed. When Mary is brought back to life after being dead for 33 years, she finds herself overwhelmed. Okay, so in case you don't know the story of Supernatural, this is Sam and Dean's mother. And she was murdered by a yellow-eyed demon. Alright, and somehow, whenever they, opened the gates of hell, she somehow come back through the door, as basically as a, a present for them for taking care of business. So when Mary is brought back to life after being dead for 33 years, she finds herself overwhelmed and realizes that she needs to go her own way for a little while in order to find herself again. So the Empress tarot card comes as a call to rediscover your center and get back in touch with your own truth. Okay, so basically what this means is You know, if you have been maybe leading your life to please others, or maybe your goals have just changed. Sometimes, you know, you go to college, or you get a job, or, you know, maybe you just get pregnant, whatever the situation is, and you find yourself in a situation where you thought that's what you really, really wanted, but it's not fulfilling you anymore. So, if you, you know, feel heavy burdens in, you know, doing the work that you do, or doing, having the love that you have, you know, then this is a good time to rediscover who you really are and what you really want to do with your life. So how do you do that? You know, sometimes you just have to take some time to yourself, and really, you know, decide what it is that's important to you. Excuse me. All right, and I think that I know at least one of my sisters is an Aquarius, who is definitely in this boat. She is feeling this very, very, you know, stuck in a rut type of situation where she just doesn't really want to be where she's at, and she doesn't really know where she wants to go either. But, you know, that's what friends and family are for. If you talk to your friends and family and tell them what's going on, then they can help guide you. Alright, so definitely stay open-minded through this process. The Tower card. Alright, so the Tower card is Sam and Dean driving, and it looks like in the rearview mirror there might be a red sunset, okay? So I don't know if you all are, you know, as close to the coast as I am here in southern Mississippi, but usually sailors believe that the Red Sea or the red sunset is bad juju, okay? So let's take a look at the World card. Oops, did I say the Tower? I thought it said the Tower. It says the World, okay? Which I thought that didn't make sense for the Tower card. Alright, so the World card is close to the end. So that's another thing about this deck that is really strange, is the cards are backwards. The minor arcana is in the back, and the major arcana is in the front. And it's very strange because this should be the very last card in the deck. Now, this is indicative of you have been through hell, okay? And, you know, each one of these cards is representative of something that you've been through in your life. And when you get to the last card, then, you know, that means that you've really been through hell and back, and you have experience, knowledge, like you're practically Gandalf, okay? So, the World card reversed, nope, not reversed, I'm sorry. There's a cyclical, like a cycle, okay? There's a cyclical, I can't even say this word, I think that's how you pronounce it. There's a cyclical element to the World Tarot card. Whether you've just finished a major chapter in your life, or you're revving up your engines and heading out to your next big adventure, remember that life is never stagnant. Enjoy the ride. Okay, so if you are feeling stagnant, it's definitely a sign that it's time to change. Alright? And, I am feeling it. I am feeling it too. You know, with all these storms that have been coming through here, through southern Mississippi, it has been one heck of a ride. Okay, so let's see. For your next, now that, the World card right there, that falls in the apple pie section. Alright, so this is your apple pie. This is what you're wanting. So the World card is associated with, let me see. It says, what will truly fulfill you? Pay careful attention to the suit of the tarot card drawn for this placement. Alright, so I really don't know what sign or element the World card is associated with. Let me see. What element is the World card associated with?
According to Wikipedia, it is completeness. It is also said to represent cosmic consciousness, the potential of perfect union with the one power of the universe.
Alright, so oneness with the universe. Alright. That is not at all what I was looking for, but... Oh, the element is Earth. Okay, so the world, I should have known that the World card would be the element of Earth. Earth is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Alright? So, that, the World card is associated with the Earth signs. And, Earth signs are pinnacles. So, according to this, it says, okay, in this deck it's called pentagrams. A pentagram's card indicates that your desires involve your home life, your career, your possessions, and other aspects of your physical realm and your relationship to it. Okay, so I know personally from this very week that whenever your possessions can become quite a burden, especially if you've lost a lot of people that you love. And you don't want to let go of those things that are so close to you. You don't want to get rid of them. You don't want to sell them off. But, in my case, my bedroom roof started leaking. And I had to move my bed into the living room. So, we fixed the roof, but the damage is done. So... in this situation, you might be faced with a similar situation where your home life isn't what you want it to be, your career might not be what you want it, and your possessions become not something that you love and revel in and are so happy that you have made all this money and time investing into keeping them and having them. They become a burden on you whenever you're trying to get out of a situation or just move your bed to the living room with too much junk. So, your next card is the Queen of Blades. Alright, so that's what friends are for, by the way. If you don't have enough oomph to get all your junk moved by yourself, call your friends. The Queen of Blades... Now this is, I'm pretty positive, this is the lady from, in Supernatural. She is one of the people who, is part of the society, the secret society of hunters. I can't remember what they call them now, but I'm sure it's going to tell me here when I look it up. The Queen of Blades is also the Queen of Swords. And swords are associated with, what signs? Let me see. Can't remember. Swords. I wrote it down. Hold on. Let's pull this up real quick and we'll go there. Queen of Blades. Alright, so also, there's a small chance that I might start sweating profusely because it is hot in Mississippi and I cannot record while the AC is going. So... Oh, here we go. Queen of Blades. The high-ranking angel, Naomi. Oh, I was wrong. Okay, this is Naomi. Is a ruthless, complicated leader who, according to Castiel, fiercely cares about the safety and well-being of the souls of her souls in her charge. Despite her unquestionably brutal methods, The Queen of Blades represents an intelligent, independent, protective figure. This tarot card advises you to be brave and unwavering in the pursuit of what you want. Stand your ground, muster your confidence, and know your worth. Okay? And sometimes it can be really hard to stand up to yourself to people who are bullies. Especially if they're coming at you in a godly manner, trying to, impart their godly wisdom upon you. It's really hard to tell somebody, no, I'm not going to do this whenever they're an angel. Okay. All right. So whatever your situation is, you want to be strong like this, but don't compromise your morals. All right. Because that's definitely what she did. All right. We've got the mullet guy. All right, we've got the super geek. I can't remember his name, but I do remember that he's like the tech geek that they always go to in Supernatural. Sorry, my filter is overflowing, but anywho, it's just a lot faster to upload if I use this app, so might as well put some makeup on, right? All right, so this. I want to say Garth, but I know that's not Garth. Hold on just a second. All right, now this one's reversed. So maybe the geek in you is not feeling it anymore, right? 6 of Bones. All right, and Bones are representative of wands, in case you are a tarot reader or you're familiar with tarot cards. All right, upright, it says. Okay, so I'm just going to read the upright just so you know what situation we're dealing with, but it's actually reversed. So it says, though underestimated for his Leonard Skinner roadie aesthetic, Ash, that's his name, gains respect and admiration by putting his incredible intelligence to good use time and time again. 6 of Bones signifies this sort of recognition and achievement. When this tarot card comes forward in a reading, it's your time to shine. Okay, but it's reversed. So, just in case you're not familiar with the character, I wanted to read that to you. But, have you been letting your ego get the better of you? Reversed, the 6 of Bones tarot card shows overconfidence and elitism. While it's entirely healthy to be proud of your accomplishments, take care not to let them go to your head and cloud your judgment. Alright, so I have experienced this on numerous occasions. People, will talk behind your back and say all kinds of horrible things about you, and they don't really even know you. They don't know what you've done or what you've been through, and they don't know just what your situation is. So a lot of people will assume things and make any number of decisions about you, and I feel like in this case you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be the person making assumptions, okay? If you have qualm with someone or something that makes you feel elitist to them, then don't judge a book by its cover. Alright, so let's take a quick look. I'm going to pull some lover cards. Alright, so that last card is something that you need to let go of, according to the apple pie spread. If you want to get to the rest of the world and achieve your goal of successfully getting through all of life's quarrels and issues, then you definitely have to let go of egotism. And the ego is, I could write a book about the ego. Bones, hold on just a second. Alright, so this wands, I want to say that wands are air signs. Let me see here. I have, nope, fire signs. Okay, so this is associated with a fire sign in your life. Aries, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. Okay. Alright, let's pull a Lover's card to go with that now that we have a little bit more knowledge. What sign is the Empress associated with?
According to Wikipedia, the shield typically bears an eagle, the heraldic emblem of the Holy Roman Empire. The Empress can be represented by Aphrodite, a figure from Greek mythology.
Okay, that's not exactly what I was looking for, but this is your main card, and it's also a fire sign. So that's very so you've got the Empress, which I thought was you. So either that is you that, is struggling to get where you want to go, and you might have to act like a fire sign to get there. Okay. Maybe you need to ask guidance from your fire signs. Let's pull some love cards. Whoop, that should help. Alright, so angry. Put the shoe on the other foot. Okay, so with your Empress card, you might just feel like you need to run away and realign yourself to decide what you want to do in your life. It says that you might be feeling angry. And what do you do about anger in order to, have some kind of anger management? Put the shoe on the other foot. What if it was you that was in this situation of this person, like Sam and Dean, when their mother just abandoned them after she's been dead for 33 years? Of course they're hurt, they're sad, they've been missing her for years, they've grown up without her, and of course they want her there. And yet she's like, bye, Felicia, I'm gonna go check out, my life and my future and kind of get square. But sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to. So for the World card, we're going to pull a Lover's card to go with the World card. And it did say that one has to do with earth signs, such as myself, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And the card that we're getting for your love card is triggers. It says triggers destroy love. Go to a therapist and find out the root of your triggers. Usually it's some type of childhood trauma, but sometimes it's more deep. Sometimes it's a whole lot more deep than that. Okay, so you may not realize your triggers, but the best way to find out what your triggers are is basically just after you have a breakdown. Like, whether you blow up on somebody or, you say something insensitive that makes them go off on you, take a time to write down in your journal what happened, especially if you don't really remember it clearly. I know that when I get super upset, sometimes I black out. I can't even remember what stupid things come out my mouth, and I have tried desperately to overcome this. And actually, since I've got off my medication for my epilepsy, I feel like I do feel a lot stronger about my situation now that I know my triggers. For example, people who are Karens, that's my trigger. Okay, if I see someone in line at Walmart throwing a hissy fit at the cash register lady, no matter how stupid she's acting, sometimes it's a he, I can't help but stick up for them. Devil's advocate, right? Because you just don't have to be ugly about it. There's no sense in acting ugly, and it's not going to help you any. Alright, but it can trigger the lady behind you to knock you in the head, okay? Alright, so the Queen of Blades. Alright, so we got this angel who is evil as hell. I think she killed half of the angels or something. Or I don't know if she kicked all the angels out of heaven, or I can't remember what she did. But basically, she just went overboard, okay? Like that one time that Castiel went and killed everybody, and that was a threat to him when he got all powerful. You know what they say about power? It corrupts, absolutely. Alright, so on top of the Queen of Blades, we have the 7-year itch. Okay, 7-year itch. So this is a situation when you've been in a long-term relationship and you just start getting complacent, or maybe you're no longer attracted to your lover, or maybe you are just not. You're just so monotonous in everyday life cycles that you're done. You're tired. You're over. Maybe that's why you're wanting this World card, because you're just you're done with it. You have to change something in order to overcome it. All right, let's pull the last card. All right, so this is your apple pie. Okay, your apple pie is getting to your destination that you love, but you're going to have triggers no matter where you go. So that's what we're trying to overcome, is these triggers. So with that being said, let's take a look at your last card, which is, this is your love card, and it's going to go with the Super Geek reversed. So the whole thing about this is don't judge a book by its cover. Because, you see all this goofy dude, and he's clearly a redneck, and he's got a mullet, so you're thinking that he's probably, like, not that bright, maybe. But he is super smart. And it's terribly, it would be terribly detrimental if you were to judge him by his goofy-looking mullet, right? Because you might miss out on something. And your love card is hurtful. So, hurtful. When responding to harsh words, be sure to pause and think about how it affects you. Alright, not only just how the situation affects you, but how your reaction is going to affect you. Okay, so now we're going on a 30-minute reading here. I do have this app that makes my videos a lot quicker to upload. This here UCam app that you're looking at. This one right here. But I feel like definitely it is hurtful when people judge you based on your situation or your I remember when I would go to my mom when I was younger, and I would be like asking her for advice, and I know as soon as I say the question, she already has an answer in her head, and typically her answer is, I don't want to hear your pity party, get over it, move on. But, that's not always the best advice to someone who's crying, someone who's upset, someone who's maybe suicidal. You don't ever know who you're dealing with or what they're going through. So Mom would always just sit there for a minute and think about what she was going to say. Actually, like, just stare off into the space. Like, she was like lost. She just got lost in the answering the question for a minute. And I think that she would think about what my grandparents would say, what her parents would say, and kind of incorporate what I know and what I've been through into her answer, because sometimes I would call my sister now that Mom's passed, and I would be like, what would Mom say? And she would tell me what Mom would tell her, and it was exactly the opposite of what Mom would tell me. So we were all different, and we all have different needs And sometimes you need to hear that it's time to get off your butt and quit, get off that pity train. But sometimes you just need a hug, and sometimes you just need someone to hold you and let you vent it out and let you cry it out. So you always have to be very careful not to be hurtful with your words and thoughts whenever you're trying to get through to people, okay? Alright, so I hope that this reading resonates with you. I love this deck. I hope you find your apple pie, and be sure to leave me a comment and let me know if this reading resonates with you. Hey, and hit the bell, and be sure to like and subscribe. Alright, y'all come back and see me next week.